Pain in the world of football. Juan Izquierdo dies. Izquierdo, who came on as a substitute in the second half of the second leg of the round of 16, fainted with less than 10 minutes left in regulation time. The medical team immediately went to assist him, and he was taken off the pitch in an ambulance and rushed to the ICU. According to the official report, he suffered a cardiac arrest on the way. Since his admission to the intensive care unit of the Brazilian Health Center, the footballer remained sedated, on mechanical ventilation and under neurological intensive care. As the hours passed, Izquierdo's condition worsened, and the medical report on Sunday 25 announced that new tests determined a progression of brain involvement and an increase in intracranial pressure. Sports Secretary Sebastián Bauzá revealed that in 2014 the player underwent tests, in which he was diagnosed with cardiac arrhythmia. In 2014, tests were carried out on the Cerro youth squad where Juan Izquierdo played, and he had an electrocardiogram that gave that result. Having an arrhythmia, as often happens, does not mean that he cannot play. What does have to be controlled is that he cannot play, and we are sure that the different doctors of the clubs where he played have controlled it, said Bauzá on the program Minuto 1 on Carve Deportiva. During his time in professional football, Izquierdo began his career at Cerro and later played for Peñarol, Wanderers, San Luis de Mexico, Liverpool and Nacional. Shortly after reporting for spring training, Anthony Santander approached teammate Gunnar Henderson with an idea, a friendly, season-long home run contest. The veteran outfielder saw unlimited potential in Henderson, the reigning American League Rookie of the Year. Santander envisioned 40-plus homer years in the Baltimore Orioles' cornerstone shortstop's future. But the season is long, he figured. They could use the competition to push each other through the effort. Henderson agreed. On cue, Henderson hit 18 homers through May. Santander got half that number. "I started off a little slow," Santander said in Spanish this week. "He went boom. So in June I told him, boy, I need you to keep going, because I'm going to hit 10 home runs this month." Santander sold himself cheap. He hit 13 in June, building on a timely breakout campaign that has continued into August. On Tuesday, Santander hit his 37th homer of the season, for more than Henderson and tied with Marcell Ozuna for third in the majors. Only Aaron Judge and Shohei Ohtani have hit more. Santander and Henderson are one of only two duos in baseball with more than 30 home runs. Judge and Juan Soto are the others. "Now he's the one saying, 'Keep it up,' Santander said with a laugh. "And that's how we're going. We've got that good competition." For all the attention the Orioles' wave of young talent has garnered, Santander has flown under the radar as an indispensable member of a team seeking its second straight AL East title. The switch-hitting hitter's 37 homers are already a career high. His .824 OPS, second on the club behind Henderson, would be a career best for a non-shortened season. His 82 RBIs lead the team. In July, Santander earned his first All-Star nod in what may be his final season in Baltimore. The 29-year-old Venezuelan is set to become a free agent this winter and likely earn a life-changing payday. It's a remarkable rise for a 2016 Rule 5 selection who joined the Orioles with a surgically repaired right shoulder and without a single game above high on his resume. It's been fun to watch Anthony really develop over these last 5 years and become a very good middle-of-the-order major league player, Orioles manager Brandon Hyde said. Hyde was hired to replace Buck Showalter before the 2019 season, 2 years after Santander became an Orioles player and a year into the organization's agonizing rebuild, which boiled down to the best players. Yet Santander did get to share a locker room, briefly, with players who were part of the Orioles' previous playoff core, All-Stars Manny Machado, Adam Jones, J.J. Hardy and Mark Trumbo. That experience guided him through all the losses, the 47-win season and worst finish in 2018, the 54-win struggle in 2019, and the 52-win nightmare in 2021. "I think that's what helps guide the team to where it is today," said Cedric Mullins, another veteran outfielder who weathered the storm earlier in the decade. "We've been able to understand what it's really like to go through those types of years. We've been able to see what winning teams do and how they approach things day to day. We tried to incorporate that, and a lot of players have adapted to that, and we've seen the results. Sure enough, the results were better in 2022, as the Orioles won 83 games and Santander posted career highs in hits, homers, and RBIs. Last year was Baltimore's coming-out party, 101 wins and a division title, plus another solid season for Santander. This year, the Orioles, battling the New York Yankees for the AL East crown, are among the World Series favorites in a very open race. It could be the final stretch of Santander calling Camden Yards home. Santander has said he wants to stay in Baltimore, but the club has not engaged his representatives in extension talks. Santander has his shortcomings. He's hitting .236 with a .304 on-base percentage. Metrics indicate he's not a strong defender despite elite arm strength, and he's a below-average base runner. But front offices value power highly, and he has plenty of it. Juan Soto leads the list of free agents this offseason. Behind him, Teoscar Hernandez, Santander, and possibly Cody Bellinger, if he opts out of his current contract, should be the most sought-after outfielders of the winter. Obviously, it's something you think about because it's something that's going to be there in the future, but I'm just focused on the moment, Santander said. What do I have to do to get there? It's going well, but there's still 6 weeks left. Anything can happen. The most important thing is to stay healthy. Health has not been an issue this season. Santander has started 121 of the Orioles' 129 games, 102 in right field and 20 as the designated hitter. He was the right fielder Tuesday when his two-run homer gave Baltimore a 2-0 lead in an eventual 9-5 victory against the New York Mets at Citi Field. His homer, his 26th from the right side of the box this season, moved him 3 homers away from becoming the 8th switch hitter to reach 40 in a season and extended his lead over Henderson with less than 6 weeks left in the season. Anybody that's up front between us, it's like, keep going, Henderson said. Because the guy behind is always like, yeah, I'm going to catch him. It's fun to have that guy to compete with. We're having fun.